Hey, this is Douglas Lattimore. We're on page 3 of the buyer agency agreement, and there's a couple of things that I want to go over in this particular agreement with you so that you can feel comfortable in signing it when you get it in your email. Okay, we're at part 11 right now where we're talking about the home warranty, and it says the seller of any property, buyer may be interested in buying, may or may not provide a home warranty as a part of any sale, meaning that the seller may, which sometimes they do and sometimes they don't, provide you a home warranty. But if the seller does not provide a home warranty, the buyer may elect to purchase one. The buyer understands that although the firm will assist buyer in identifying available home warranty products, the buyer must refer specific questions regarding coverage afforded by any such product to the provider thereof. Okay, so we're only and this is insurance, and we're only reliable for selling the home. We are not reliable for your home warranty. And so if you have any questions about a home warranty, you have to ask the people who sell it, or ask the seller if they are providing one. Okay. Number 12, additional provisions. This, you see that where it says mark out. This is a provision in the contract that we have the ability to take advantage of as agents, but because you are my client and my client alone, I'm going to have you mark out this whole provision right here. Just draw a line through every sentence over here, and I'll explain it just because, but because you're my client, I have the authority to mark this particular provision out, and I'm going to do it for you. And basically what it says is that if we help you obtain a home loan, then we will receive 2% of the gross purchase price, and it'll be charged. But don't worry about it. Cross it out, initial it, I'll initial it, and then we'll file it. Okay, so we're almost done. Part number 13, this entire agreement, I've highlighted this particular sentence so you can understand exactly what it's saying. It says that no modification of any of the terms of this agreement shall be valid, providing upon the parties or entitled to enforcement unless such modification has been first reduced to writing and signed by the parties. So if there's any modifications like the one I told you to make in 12 to this agreement, you cannot modify it yourself. It has to be signed by both parties, okay? And basically, this agreement constitutes the entire agreement between the parties relating to this, the subject thereof, which is purchasing the property, and any other prior agreements pertaining to, whether oral or written, have been merged and integrated into this agreement. Number 14, I like to call this mediation before arbitration. And basically, what mediation before arbitration is if there is a dispute that arises out of or related to the agreement or the breach thereof, and if the dispute cannot be settled through negotiation, the parties agree first to try in good faith to settle the dispute by mediation before we go to arbitration. So basically what we're saying is that if there is a particular situation in which you are not satisfied with how monies are being handled, or if you want certain monies back, or whatever the case may be, is dissatisfied and whatever, you are willing to, in good faith, settle the dispute in mediation before arbitration. And basically, what it says under here is that it will be a third party that will help arbitrate for both sides. Okay, so Number 15, confidentiality of offers. Um, Real estate brokers are prohibited by North Carolina Real Estate Commission rule from disclosing the price or other material terms contained in a party's offer to purchase, sell, rent, lease, or option real property to a competing party. Okay, so basically, what that is that we have to be we have to be confidential with your offer. We just can't go out and spread your business everywhere, and we don't have that authority to do that. And you will have to give us authority to do that. But it does say this. It says, however, sellers may elect not to treat the existence or the terms or the conditions of any offers the buyer may make as confidential. So we have to be silent about it, but the seller doesn't have to be silent about it. Okay, so we talked about dual agency right here, dual agency in the Working with Real Estate Agents brochure. But here's what I want you to do. I want you to leave this blank right here because we don't sell houses here at McGarry & Associates. We only help people purchase homes. And so we'll never be a dual agent because we don't list properties, okay? And if for whatever reason, some special circumstances that if we are listing a property, then this is something that I will talk to you about personally. So you don't have to worry about it. Okay. So just leave that particular part blank, but you should know what dual agency is because I've gone over the Working with Real Estate Agents brochure with you, and all of this talks about dual agency and designated agency. Leave that blank, review it when you get it if you want to, but it really doesn't apply to us. And initial right there. And if you're married, they should initial right there. Okay, and so we're going on to page 4. And the final page, and at the very top of this final page right here, they're still talking about dual agency and designated agency and all of that. You see where it says designated agent option right here. 99% of the time, that doesn't apply to anything that we do here in McGarry Associates. We do not offer designated agency. And so that's why that has an NA there. Okay, so here at the bottom, it says that this is a notice in black. The buyer should consult with firm before visiting any resale or new homes or contacting any other real estate firm representing sellers to avoid the possibility of confusion over the broker's relationship and misunderstanding about liability and or compensation or liability for compensation. Okay, so basically this is a big thing. Okay, either you have an agent or you don't have an agent. Okay, so we want you to be as honest as possible with us and with other brokerages. If we are representing you, please let everybody know that. And if somebody else is representing you, please let us know that. Okay, if there's no signed paperwork, then we can still help you. But, until we get signed paperwork, we have to walk on eggshells because we don't know who you've talked to before you've talked to us. And so here at the end of this form, you have your buyer's name, and that's one for you, and then the one for your spouse if you have one. You sign right there, put your mailing address, your phone number, and your email, work number if you have it, your cell, your fax if you have one, and this is our home or our office fax or phone number right there. Secretary will get that for you. This is where I will put my signature. And this is where I will put my license, and the firm's address is here for you, and the fax number is there. My email will go there, and my cell phone number will go there, and that is the ratified contract. Okay, so that is all the contract broken down to you, so you can understand it once you get it. A lot of times, if you didn't have this video. if you didn't have this video, then you probably would look at all that writing and be like, oh man, this is a whole lot, and I really don't know what to expect. Really don't know what I'm signing, and it's a whole lot to read. Please explain it. Please interpret it. I just did all of that for you. I know it took some time, but you're better off for it because you are educated now about how you to progress forward in working with realtors in the future and what to expect. So I wanted to do that for you, and that is the second part of this appointment. Let's go on to part three. Not only that, but now that we've explained all of that, okay, I want to talk to you about scheduling times, okay? Um, if you go on the about page of this website, and on the about page, if you go to scroll down to where it says set appointment, you can set an appointment with me to meet me if you need to meet me to view property or whatever the case may be. Okay, so in my scheduling times, I do not work Saturdays. That's my family time, and I spend the time with my family. Then I'm working 24/7 throughout the week, and I take that day off for them. But all day Sunday, if you want to meet me, if you want to view property, I'm available to you, and I'm available to you in the evenings of the weekdays, the work week. Okay, so thank you for visiting, and check out part three. Talk to you later. Bye.